Ready to go, Charlie?
Okay, Rory, good. Right, good evening, folks. Good and welcome to this call. Those who are on it, I really thank you for joining it. I think you're going to thank yourself later on that you did join it. We're going to share a couple of exciting things and help you, Rory. I'm going to talk a bit about the business the presentation when you talk with people, and I'm going to get into a couple of other aspects of it. And the figures I'm using on the board tonight will be rand and dollar, just all more or less, right? Because we have a lot of people up in Africa who watch us as well. And they work in the US dollar and they understand that better. So that's how I'll be talking about the income, just four figures, okay? And don't hold us 100% to our, how we work it out. It's very, very close. Anyhow, I'm going to, how do you know us, Alt and I? We got started many years ago. We really had nothing. We had a rented house, 3 children at the time. Alta couldn't go work because the youngest one was a year old. So we had 5 people on one meager salary, not even a big one. I was in the agricultural machinery business, working for a company, was selling machines and tractors and working on them and working a lot of overtime, never getting paid for it. It wasn't overtime those days. It's just what you had to do to keep your job. And all those things, a lot of people seem to look at that as bad. That was good. That taught us to work and not to even look at it time. Just get on there and work and God will reward you anyhow. We had many challenges. We never had the money to start. But I'm going to share a couple of things tonight, and I hope it ignites your fire and gets you excited about this business, which Alta and I are really excited about and real committed to. And this is our 50th year in the business. In August, it'll be 50 years already that we've been involved, and it's an exciting business. And we talk, when you talk to new people, the biggest thing you can find out is why do they want to do it? And I want to spend a bit of time on that. Now, sometimes you find out why somebody wants to do it, but we don't find out or they actually work out the cost implications according to what they want to achieve, what level in the business would they have to get to. So with the why and all that, you must get a good idea of how to help them set their goals so that they know they need to take certain steps to achieve what they want to achieve. And this is a challenge. Now, it's no good just having somebody's why and find out their dreams and that nonsense. We should actually find out what they really want to achieve, then sit down and work out a program and ask them how much time are they prepared to put in. And that's very important. Everybody on this earth has got 24 hours a day. That's whether they're multi-billionaires or they're broke, real poor people. Everyone, the time is the same. And, people normally sleep for 8, which is a good thing to do. You normally work for 8, which is also a good thing. What do you do with those 8? Spend some time with your family, I hope. Just don't spend too time watching things that are important or putting things in your mind that are polluting your mind. So we need to start valuing our time. Time is valuable, it's an asset, and a lot of people treat it like it's just going to be forever. I want to encourage you, work on your time, planning what you're going to do, and make sure that you help your new people decide how much time they're going to put in and get commitment. I'm not talking about somebody who just wants to buy a wholesale and join the business as a wholesale company. I'm not talking about those people tonight. I'm talking mainly to people who want to build a business, who want to create an income and create a residual income for the future and really climb into this thing. So the first thing you do when you get started, number 1, that's you. I'll do all the circles like normal. And you get started. Number 1, what you do, you get yourself a kit. Decide which kit you want to get. And we have 4 ranges of products, and they're all incredible ranges. They can save you a lot of money, can help improve your health, clean your home, do a lot of things, okay? So our products are just fantastic. So you decide what kit you want to get started. Now, when you get your kit going, the next thing you have is help you launch your business, and that's important. I personally don't go through all that literature with you. Everyone can read. They can do it in their own time. The main thing I want to help you do is start finding out the why, start working out a program, and then help you start contacting. The very next thing, you use the product. Next thing, you're going to share this opportunity with people. And why I say share the opportunity before share the products. You see, had the person who invited Alta and I to come and look at this business spoke anything about the products, we would not have gone and had a look at, traveled 80 kilometers to go and look at a way. And in my mind, I might have perceived that it's just a way to go knocking on doors, and that's not what our business is, right? And that would have put us off. So I just thank him that he never even spoke about what the business was. He asked us, would you be open to look at a way to make a lot of money? I said, yes, what must I do? He said, look, I can't explain on telephone. I'd like you and your wife to come to Port Elizabeth the next evening. It's 80 kilometers from where we were living, like from Durban to Maritzburg. So I said, look, I'm not going to go if you don't tell me what it is. And he's very dry old type farmer. He's about, well, I say old. I was 31 then, Alta was 25. And he said, oh, fine, if you want to die broke, just stay at home. Guess what happened? We got in our vehicle and we went. So it's important to understand that don't beg people. See, so many times we get into the begging mode and the justifying mode. So he showed me the thing the right way. So share the opportunity first. If people are not interested, hey, that's when you go the other route with the products. And then you start moving out. I don't talk about near life at the start. Now, I want to talk a bit about the company right now before I go further in the plan. The Near Life company has been operating since 1958. I hope if some of you are still around or were around then, and some of you weren't. But, you know, it's exciting to be around with a company that's over 60 years and growing, and really exciting things are happening in the business. Our CEO is a 29-year-old lady, the founder's daughter, so it's exciting. She's got everything geared. We're in over 50 countries in the world, 54 to be exact. That's officially. I don't know about the unofficial ones. I know in Africa there are a lot of unofficial ones, but that's exciting to be in a business that's moving, that's on the roll. So that's important to understand that. So understand that. That's your function in the business. You go out there and share the opportunity with other people. And I want to tell you, some will do it, some won't. Some will be positive, some will be negative, and we'll accept that kind of thing. Not everyone in this world's got a dream. Not everyone wants to build their family in the future. Not everyone wants to travel. Not everyone wants to be financially free. Some people are just too darn lazy. Some are dream dead. So you've got to accept that. That is the world we live in. You can't expect to approach everyone and get them all positive. 20% of the people out there, I tell you what, that you approach will be very positive. The 80% won't, but they will use the product. So the key is whoever your sponsor is needs to help you with a list and how to read that list and how to qualify the people in there. And I'm not going to get into that tonight, right? We'll talk about the boot camps later, okay? We're going to get into how to approach and how to do these things, and your upline will share that with you. And it's important to do it right. You can't just send somebody out to go and invite people or just make up a list of names. Hey, you've got to show them what to do it, how to approach. And it's very simple. It's not complicated. And I want you to not give someone a complicated setup of how to do it. Just keep this thing very simple that people can say, hey, I can do that. That's how we thought. We said, if others can do it, we can do it. Not that we knew anything about it, but anyhow. So I'm going to share something, of course, our 622 plan. You help 6 people get started. They don't have to start right off. You might start 1, 2 in your first month, depending on how you grow. And once you get them started, you get them to start doing what you do. Use the products, share the opportunity, and share the products. And we get everyone trained and shared to do that kind of thing. And that's how you'll build a business, right? And how it'll start growing. And, we're going to give an example tonight real quick. You have 100 plus PV. Now, PV is just an equalizer. All our products have got a point value because we operate in 54 countries. We don't operate according to the currencies of the countries. We operate each product as a point value, which does not alter, irrespective of what company in the world it's in. So that's exciting to understand that. So if someone's in another country, and you know how many PV they then you can, in your mind, you will be able to calculate how much business they have done, okay? And if you're in South Africa or somebody in other countries, you'll get paid in that currency when you qualify for it. And the exciting thing is the company here will translate it into rand for you and pay it out. So it's a very exciting way, and especially the way the rand's running right now. If you've got a business outside of South Africa, you've got to be very fortunate in your earnings. So I encourage you, if it's possible, you don't have to be running out there through the internet. You know, meet other people out there, and people know people, and that's how it will grow. So the key is to help these people do the same. Let's say each one of them do 100 plus PV. I only talk on 100 plus because many of our people do 200, 300 more. So don't limit it by saying 100 PV. Always 100 plus. 100 PV is just because the company have that figure. You need to qualify for any pickup of any of your downlines. You need to be doing a minimum of 100, right? Now, hey, that's a joke. If you're not doing 100, minimum, you're not doing business. You should be doing 150, 200, 300 with your own use and a couple of customers and a couple of your smaller distributors, just a piece of cake. As long as you do your personal 100, right, with your own use of customers. So that's exciting. So this is how it happens. Now, I want to share something with you real quick tonight as we grow this business, right? Let's say we help somebody. This is our 622 plan. 6 people helping 2. You got that? Helping 2 to each help 2. That gives you, if each one was doing their 100 PV or more, it will be 700 plus PV. Now, I'm going to run through this part of it pretty quickly. I want to talk about a lot of other things of real income that can be earned in this business, okay? And I think a lot of people on this call, and a lot of people up in Africa don't honestly see, or they cannot comprehend the size of this business, what it could be for them. You see, people don't understand. God puts potential in every single human being. A tragedy in life is people who don't use their potential. Man, I don't care who you are, where you come from, you have got potential to achieve incredible success in this business if you really want to. If you really have a desire and a burn and a commitment to overcome your challenges and just go and do it. And don't think you're not going to have challenges, you'll have some, right? So that's exciting. So let's say you had all 6 people doing that. So 6 times 700 gives you 4,000 PV, say 4,200 PV. Now, in South Africa or anywhere in the world, that would be a strong qualified director, and you would earn in the region of 10,000 Rand a month. That's not a lot of money in dollars, but if you're in dollar area, it's about $600 a month, which is exciting. It could be plus. We have people who earn up to 14, so it could be $700 or $800. I'm just giving you examples tonight as what is possible just at the lower levels. Now, this business just keeps rolling along and keeps growing as you go with it, right? So it's important to keep growing your business. Now, I understand you're not going to get all 6 flown at the same time, but you know what? I'm going to show you an example tonight. If you had to develop 6, we call that legs, strong legs that are duplicating what you're doing it right, that they are hungry for success. They're not these jokers. There are many people, they say if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. And that's a problem with too many people with wishbones there, not enough backbones outside there. And I'm talking to some of you in the business. You need to get off this thing and start believing you've got big potential and stop playing around with it. So let's say you went out there and you developed one leg, let's say another leg here, and you started developing this strong, and this leg was doing maybe between 5,000 and 6,000 PV a month in total, right? And you were doing in the region of 4,000 to 5,000 or 6,000 Rand, you'd be a Sapphire director, and that's exciting. In other words, your income goes up, your percentages grow on your downlines, which makes it very exciting. I want to mention a classic example here. I don't know if she's on the call tonight, but we were at Sun City last week. Alta and I with people who had qualified to attend it free. And this lady came to a boot camp in May. And I tell you, Shane, in January, Now, she qualified as, became an Emerald Director, consistently qualified. Then in January became a Sapphire Director, and that's exciting. She went to boot camp. She was consistently qualified all the time. And you know, the exciting thing is I compliment the upline, and the upline world team member with the courage to go out. You see, a lot of people send somebody to a boot camp, and you sit in your butt and you think they're going to do it all on their own. Hey, they just shown and we guide them what to do, but you should be working with them and helping them grow further and helping them build their network. Not just saying, oh, they've been to a boot camp, now they're all right. That's not so. They were qualified senior managers when they got there. You need to still be involved and work with them and help them build downline. I hold the readers responsible for someone who comes out of boot camp, because Alton and I invest a lot in that person, and some of the leaders need to just invest in their own people when they get back and work with them, and you might be all a lot further. Some of you might even be 2, 3, 4, 5 rubies already, maybe diamonds, if you really got the thing rolling. I don't know why you don't have that burn in you when somebody comes out of boot camp to work with them and you learn to understand the value of a boot camp. It's where we teach them a lot of basics, really grow, and they share with some other successful people, and then off they go from there. But then we leave them in upline leaders' responsibility to keep growing their business. And that's important about the business. So you need to get out there and keep growing these legs. Now, if you were to grow another 2 legs like that, I'm not going to draw the whole thing out. And then that total thing plus your own PV, you should be doing a minimum of 4,000+ PV. And by the way, your personal PV should be almost in place right in the early part of the month by having your own customers, your smaller distributors, inactive distributors, by servicing your customers. And if you did that, you wouldn't have to run around like end of the month with a chicken with their head chopped off, worrying about your personal PV. Get that in place right off, and you can concentrate on building your downlines. Now, if you had to do that, that would be a 1 ruby step. Okay, very exciting. Now, the 1 ruby, we have 1 ruby. We've got one I chatted with a little while ago, over 30,000 in a month bonus. That is in the region of $1,700. I don't know if any of you'd like that kind of income. Now, hey, you can have it on 80% of the successful people in our business are part-time. You don't have to quit your job. That's fantastic if you love it. And I don't want you to quit your job. I'd rather have a strong part-timer than a lazy full-timer, okay? And that's important. So go out there and start doing this thing, understanding it, and start working, developing those legs. You know, if you just concentrated, every one of you who's on this call tonight, and develop 3 of your legs that you currently have to be strong legs, doing incredible PVs, maybe 10,000 or more in each leg, and them going to Sapphire Director, hey, you'll be on your move, you'll be excited, your income will grow. You know, you'd have another one qualifying here, and if you had another leg qualifying there, that would easily be a 2 ruby director. And now I've just got to work out 2 rubies. We have 2 rubies earn between 40 and 50,000 a month, and even 3 rubies are 30 or 40, 50, 60,000 a month just in bonuses. And that's exciting. Just by don't run around like mad things and, hey, just get people started and just leave them out there. Have the courage to go and commit yourself. Have the decency to say, I'm good for my word. I've got integrity. I'm going to carry out the promises I made to you and help you get started. I'm going to help you grow your business. But you need it. You don't want, you know, I'll never forget what Yubrikutsi once said. And I want to repeat it here tonight. She's always said in Afrikaans. Now, she passed on at 94 and she had a good business. She was a diamond at one stage, a very good lady. And she said, you know, you cannot make a racehorse out of a donkey. Now, not alluding to people as donkeys, but, you know, you've got to find people who want to run with you. And they'll run with you. Somebody sponsored something. Hey, why do you launch a business? You help them contact people downline, help them work downline. I want to tell you as an upline leader, you want to start getting to this kind of income, you're going to have to do a little bit of work. Maybe invest a little bit more of your time, of your free time. It's not a spare time business. It's a part-time business. You actually plan your time and you have the courage to do it. If somebody doesn't rock up a meeting, you talk to somebody else or whatever. But if you plan your time for the business, make sure you do it. And that's important, right? So make sure you plan your week on a Sunday evening, your diary, and then plan each day as your role. And make sure you get the priorities, things that bring in income first, and then things that are tidying up your business all day. I thank God I've altered to tidy up behind me. But, you know, it's exciting to get that way. And if you went on, you just developed another leg, guess what you'd be? You'd become a 3 ruby, you developed another one, a 6-1, that fold that all up. That'll be a 4 ruby director. Now, folks, a 4 ruby who's doing this business right, who's building structure, they will earn nothing under 100,000 Rand a month in bonus alone. Now, I don't know if it's worth it to some of you. It's there. Just decide to get up and do it. Do the things you have to do. Do the personal development. Read, mind, your body, you know, get everything right. You know, you've got to grow in 4 areas in this business. Number 1 is mentally. So check what you put in your mind. I don't want any negative news sent to me. I know who's in charge of the world and who holds it. And I'm not interested in anything negative. I don't even want to entertain anything like that. Anyone tell me about what's happening in the world, I'm not interested in that. I pray for everyone. I pray for governments. I pray for this. I pray for that. And I'm trusting the Lord in that. And I think we must not get our mind all screwed up. So your mind is a valuable asset in this business. So look after it. Also what you eat. Look after, eat things that give you nourishment. Not saying just to fill your stomach. A lot of people just got to fill their stomachs, and that's wrong. Our products work. They really do. They're all GMO free. And you should have a look at the video, that clip on Telegram right now. You can get it on WhatsApp as well. Give them the explanation in front of that video, Avoid GMO. And John Miller explains it very well, exactly what GMO is. And there's a little clip out of a brag book that shows you what GMO does to people and why cancer rates are growing like that in the world. So believe, look after, use our products. They'll protect you, they'll energize you, they'll nourish you. They are great products. Now, you still got to eat your food, but you got to supplement. You know, if a vegetable and stuff you buy outside or genetically modified, you need to supplement with our products. Because ours are all GMO free. You know, carotenoid complex, over a kilogram of fresh fruit vegetables in that capsule. And it's patented in 1992 already. So I'm going off a track here a little bit, but you know, that's a business. Start looking after and start growing it. And I want to tell you, you really need to start working with people to attend events, to qualify for boot camps, or qualify a weekend function in Bloemfontein is a life-changing experience. That's where you get real practical. Now, the company event in October is fantastic, but in the Eagle Team one, it starts on Friday night, the Saturday and Sunday, start preparing for it. Then we equip you with the knowledge by people who are doing the business. We'll be sharing there, and you'll leave there with possibly 1 or 2 things that really give you a kickstart, and off you go. And there are many more things happening as you go. Attend your uplines training, your order still bit of training once a month, train after month ends, where you do the recognition and you see people growing and you recognize what's done in the month, recognize what they earned, and that's exciting. So we need to do those kind of things and get it in place for your people, that your people are participating and being near the fire as well. And make sure you are on the fire. If you don't feel real good on a day, don't call somebody. The next thing is look after your physical body. You know, it's no good having a body. You can't have a positive attitude. Your body's all falling down. So look after it. Do a little bit of exercise. Do a little bit of walking, or just check it out. You know, Alton and I do it every day of our lives, and we're excited. We do a long walk the other day, well, every morning early. This morning we were back here. We were perspiring by 6 o'clock when we got back here. Really big time, and it's cool out there. So, you know, do those kind of things. And, you know, if you've got the mental, the physical, and the spiritual in order of your life, the financial is a byproduct of success. It's not success. You'll have it. Just get those things right. Just do them. It's easy to do and easy not to do. It's that simple. We just need to decide to do it. And By the way, when you get somebody started now, when you talk about desire, talk to somebody who's on the line. Do they have a desire? Do they have a burn? Are they sick and tired of being sick and tired? That's where we were. Sick and tired of not having the bank manager phone you when you're going to bounce a check of next to nothing. It's unbelievable. We were there. So you've got to decide you have a strong desire, a burn, to really get in with this thing. And that's important. And, tell new people, not everybody that they talk to or not all their friends or family are going to be positive. Some are just lazy. Some won't do anything. You understand? And you've got to accept that. That is life. We can't change everyone outside there. We're going to change 20% who want to change. And that's exciting. So I want to challenge you right now. Get out there and let's go and touch lives. Let's get excited about it. Let people see in our motion. When you walk, how you look. And if you're using our supplements, you look very much alive. You'll be nourished and energized. And that's important. And by the way, use our household cleaning products. Keep pollutants out of your house and protect yourself that way as well. Because we are meticulous on that one. That's one thing when Alton and I started. We cut out all other cleaning products right from day one in our home. So that's exciting. We gave those to people who needed them. She actually threw them away. It doesn't matter, whatever. So it's important to do that. So it's no good having a desire. You need to have an opportunity. And folks, I want to share with you tonight, this is the finest financial opportunity on the face of this earth. I challenge anyone. You get that business up further up there. You can get up to 5 ruby and diamond. Hey, 6,000 rand a month, $6,000 a month. It's no, that's 100,000. That's 4 ruby. 160 will be 5 ruby. $10,000 a month for people in Africa is exciting. And it's not a big deal to get there. You could take 2 to 3 years just doing this business properly. Now, it's no good flying like crazy and not doing it properly and falling down again. It doesn't work like that. You've got to build it solid all the way. So it takes time to build it solid, it takes time to invest in people. And then you talk about this opportunity, and there's no final opportunity for everyday people who have a desire and a burn to get somewhere in life, to own their lives one day, to actually be free one day. It's not easy. You've got to pay the price. You've got to pay whatever, put in whatever you've got to put in. And there's another thing I want to talk about. I've been talking to people around here. People got to learn to work with money. You see, you've got to become money wise. If you earn money in the business or in something else, decide you're going to take 10% and put it away and forget about it. And you do what a lot of us do, we give 10% to God's work, and that's exciting. But a lot of people say, well, I can't afford to. When we started that, we couldn't afford to either. Guess what? By doing it, we eventually could afford to. You need to pay yourself first before you pay everything else. People go out there with their salaries, and they pay everyone else outside there they have money to, and they spend everything else in the shop. And money is you got it in your pocket, it gets very hot, so you want to get rid of it. You feel more comfortable when you don't have any. That's where you work. So I want to go out there and start becoming money wise. Start understanding. Don't let it control you. You must control it. And look at that. Because money is like time is an asset in your business. And thank God when we start off in early or in 98, when we were really challenged after I left, I won't tell that story tonight. You'll hear that later. But when we got back in the field again, Alton and I'll tell you what, we challenged with money with our product. And thank God, Alton had a separate account in another bank for the product money. And everything on the product kept in there. And if it wasn't for that, we would never have been able to buy the products for our business to carry on. So keep your products one way on the side and your other monies on the other side. And that's important. So believe in this opportunity. Folks, there's no finer opportunity on earth. Help people get started. I can tell you about people, as you build this business with residual income, you're building something for your future. I was talking to someone today again. I said, what happens when you don't have an income? and your medical aid says you used up all your benefit, never looked after your health. Folks, we need to help people out there. You know, I'm amazed as I move around how many people actually die before they die. They're already planning to die and they're 40 or 50 years old. Hey, get excited about life. It's not over till God says it's over. And that's important. So get excited about the opportunity. Wired up about it. And I want to say, when you take action, get a new person started. Now, I've always got this with me. I've got lifestyle magazines. I've got the 622 plan with me. I've got an application form with me. In Africa, a lot of times, especially now as a load, you don't have Wi-Fi available or whatever. Hey, I just fill out and get an application filled out, and they put in all their details. Now, if I got a partner or spouse or whatever, I get that detail at the bottom. I get them both to approve it. I don't care who's going to do it, but get them both to approve it. I like to show both of them the plan at the same time, because you know what happens? If they get back to the other partner, they can't explain what they've seen. It's impossible. We never even understood what we saw the first night. And then they prove it, you congratulate them, and you get them to choose whatever kit, and let them choose what kit they want. Folks, people are intelligent out there. I don't suppose we could put them in a box and say, you've got to do this. No, they might want to use the healthy home kit. I'm always for that. But training kit's good. Nutrient kits, people start with that on over the moon, happy with the skincare, the Pro Vitality kit, and also the healthy home kit. They're all fantastic, depending on what a person needs or where they want to start. So help them where they want to start. Now, when they've decided on the kit, there's one question I say to them. Hey, fantastic, you're in a good business now, you've chosen your kit. Now, how are you going to pay for it? And they might say, well, I don't have all the money right now. I said, no problem. How much you got now? And folks, this is the key. So say you got 200 or 300 or 400 rand on them right now. Say, give it to me. And on the side of the application there, I write, received so much. And I give them that as their receipt, that you've taken their money. And now you start working with them as if they have already got a kit. You start making a contact list, start helping them build downlines. And you know what happens? Just now, one of their downline prospects come along with the money. Then you go to this person and say, you know, one of your friends have got their money here, they want to pay now. I don't want to pay it in until you're fully registered. And you'll be amazed how quickly that person finds the money. And I like when if people live together, husband or wife or partner, or whatever you know out there today, respect that, but let them both sign the application if they have a partnership, whatever way. So that's important, and start working together and work with them. If you don't want to have one negative home, another one trying to build a business, be positive. And if any of you people have got a negative spouse, hey, no problem. Don't fight with them. When you get home, do the best you can. Keep it as positive as possible and get out there and build a business. I'll tell you saying, when the money starts rolling in, I've yet to see a negative person. They all get together and they run with it. I've seen it how many times in the business. We have people who built a business and went through and became 4 rubies and 5 rubies and diamonds or whatever with one partner, not totally with it. Hey, the other partner got with it later. You know, there are people in our business who joined. I know, built multi-million rand homes and paid for it out of this business. You know, a lot of you don't realize what you have in your hands, what you're sharing. When you're talking to somebody, it's not a little soap business or a little nutritional business or a little this business. You are sharing with them a way to become independently free financially. Also, they can develop other people. So don't look where they are right now or you are right now. The opportunity is the same, whoever. I just thank God, the person who shared with Alf and I, he eventually left the business, but thank God he never held us out of it. He actually shared it with us. So that's important. So just go out there and help people take action, work with them, give them a lifestyle magazine. We use the product brochure. We've got a lot of information out there. And you know, Sun City next year, Alf and I, we've This one was a good experience. We had a great time, but a couple of things will change next year. In other words, the people will have more time to do what they want to do as well. Right, we're going to have a free time in the day and only get together before the evening dinner for a little while. And then the mornings, breakfast is up to 11 o'clock at Cascades, a beautiful five-star hotel. And you sit there, you see the water and the animal birds and everything else, the game drive. We went on a game drive at the best I've ever been. The guys drove us, we saw lions hunting, baby little rhino, stacks of rhino, elephants, all kinds of things, right? And we see crocodiles. As we were leaving the Johannesburg Park, a snake across the road, which is exciting. So we saw just about everything, and that's exciting. And I believe the next one's going to be even greater. So I want to challenge you, get your people to qualify, get them to Emerald and beyond. And if you're on the score tonight, don't just think of yourself being there. See how many people you want to take with you. And if that's your case, you'll have Emerald directly to your business. You'll be a Sapphire, 1 ruby, 2 ruby by then. Decide that's what you're going to do. And Sun City is just a pat on the back. You've done a good job. Now you're going to have a good vacation and have some fun out there. There's no lectures or anything like that. It's purely those who work hard deserve to have a break, and that's exciting. That's why we don't have children at that. We want people just to totally switch off and be themselves, and that's important. So decide you're going to get in with this business and go out there and just start qualifying for all these events, qualify for Sun City. And while you're qualifying for Sun City, you'll be doing the most important thing in your business. You'll be taking steps. I challenge you right now. Everyone runs for recognition. Okay? They run for recognition. I got that and I got that. Hey, recognition is great, incentives are great, but run to take steps. Because when you take a step in this business and move up the program, you're going to have a recognition in your back pocket or your bank account, which is very exciting. And I challenge you to do that. Don't worry about recognition. You run to get your recognition, taking steps by proving you've done something. And you can all do it on a score. I don't care who you are. You can be brand new here tonight. You can become an emerald. You can become a ruby, a diamond. It's all there. Just believe, because the potential, God's put potential in everyone, and I believe He's in charge of us all. So I want to challenge you tonight. Decide tonight to go and get dedicated, go and write down what you'd like to achieve in life, because you can do it, and work with your upline, and the upline will help and guide you, and qualify to attend all the events I've spoken about, like the boot camps, Bloemfontein functions, the weekly trainings, all the different things that we have done, the company event in October, what's it?
Impact Summit.
Impact Summit, I'll forget that it was a convention. Impact Summit. Arthur's helped me again. Thank you, love. It's always good to have arts in your body. Anyhow, so that's going to be exciting. Encourage people to attend all these things, and guess what? They're going to be growing and attend their team. Don't look at the cost. Look at the value of an event. Look at the value of getting it. So many people are so cost conscious and never see the value, and they never get anywhere. The cost blinds them. And that's like a boot camp. That small contribution they make just in their travel or whatever, but they're all blinded to the cost and they never see the value of it. I feel sorry for them. Yet they could be coming out of there and earning 10, 15, 20,000 Rand a month in a very short space of time. So folks, it's all there. I thank you for being on this call. I look forward to seeing those of you on this call start taking your steps, start moving on, start showing us your potential, because I know you can do it. So I want to thank you for that. And remember, the future's in your hands. Believe you've got the potential that God gives you. Go and use it. Go and touch lives out there. And Africa, South Africa, Southern Africa, and Africa need us. We can change this whole continent. Africa is the best place to be in the world, believe me. I would rather live in Africa than anywhere else in the world. We're excited about it. I'm excited about the people of Africa. They're real people. So let's go out there and touch lives and let's make a difference. Thank you very much. Good night and God bless you.